Hello. Thank you guys for coming in. Sorry, I was cleaning up the room a tiny bit. I am not at work. I was off today. I go tomorrow. But if anybody can help, that would be greatly appreciated. We need help with food. Well aware, yes. And we don't get paid until Friday. Yep, we're both working now. He works full time, about 48 hours a week. I work part time, about 30 hours a week. So we're getting there right now. Like I said, it's like once we can get into a place, then we'll be able to budget and manage everything better. It's just been really difficult because being homeless and then, yeah. We'll be fine though. Homeless and then, yeah. We'll be fine though. Just need a little bit. Thank you all for all the hearts, guys. Sure I didn't miss any comments. Does not look like I did. Thank you, Chanda. It is so quiet in here. I'm gonna turn on the TV. See, that's the one thing I can't. So with Nick, like, he likes his music all the time, constantly. And don't get me wrong, I cannot stand silence. But I also, like, the music gets so overstimulating. If he likes it loud, and it's just too much for me. So I enjoy these times where I can kind of relax and have my own little bit of time, but I still miss him. It's definitely different. Hello, thank you for joining. If anybody can help, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, that's why I'm clicking the wrong freaking button. Still not freaking working half the time. Alright, we're just gonna click on a random. Hello, hello. We're gonna. What's 32? And we're just gonna go through channels. Because that button was not working. Discovery, history, Hallmark, TCM, Spike. I do not have glasses. I cannot read that. TNT. Hello, thank you for joining. If anybody could help, that would be greatly appreciated. FX. Nothing really. Today's my day off. He's at work, so I've been cleaning up, enjoying my day off because I work tomorrow. Kind of just boring, honestly. I've been bored all day. Before I go into war, I gotta see where that is. Because I'm gonna go and see about this apartment that I saw on Facebook. I don't know what the requirements to move in are, though, so I'll have to take a look-see and see. I need to see what's on this TV. I hate commercials. Hello, thank you for joining. But yeah. I can show proof that I am completely broke, by the way. Like, I don't have money and...
Hey, I'm Ray's procrastination. And his home used to be my home. But now, Ray has Thumbtack. And with their tools and tips, he gets home projects...
I'm like broke. I have 30 cents. 30 cents. That's my ID and everything. I'm gonna put those back in there so I don't lose them, though. Because I have a tendency to do that. That's the room key. Hello. Yeah, that's what we're trying to. It's just kind of saving. I do have a couple people looking for us as well. But, like, I'm, like, holding that so my Social Security don't fall out. But, like, I'm broke. Like, you see dust. I have 35 cents. But, like, I'm broke. Like, you see dust. I have 35 cents. You see dust. I have 35 cents. And I have $2.36 in Cash App. And that is it. So, actually, I have $1. I had to send the dollar back to my friend because she helped me with the dollar towards the hotel because I came up like 75 cents short or some shit like that. And this will do. I've seen all the Simpsons, but... But if anybody can help, that would be greatly appreciated. Just trying to figure out food. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go back there in about 15 minutes to sign everything. But... oh, we don't get them anymore. After I reported my income, we do not receive food stamps, so... It's okay. I am not. Trust me, if I was able to access my savings, I would not be wasting time on here, unfortunately. But I'm kind of glad I can't either, because then we would get, oh, we need a hotel. Oh, we need this. Oh, we need a hotel. Oh, we need this. Oh, we need that. And then we wouldn't have enough to move. And then this whole thing would be one big ass revolving cycle. So, whew. Oh, I've seen this one. Like I said, we are not able to touch any of it. It's in a CD account where I have it to where it will not allow me to touch any of it until we reach a goal amount. Which my goal amount is 2,000. Cause I played it safe. Cause the place that we were looking for, anywhere between like $700-800 a month. And I figured first month's rent and deposit would be about $1,600. That would also leave $400 in savings. That way we can have already enough either for move-in supplies, such as like cooking stuff, food, stuff like that. Yeah, it's like a CD account. I think it's called a CD account or something like that. But I wanted to have it that way we would be set, and once we put money in there, we cannot use it. And because me and him, with our situation, we would want to use it for a hotel or for food and stuff like that, and we want to make sure that we're good at the end of the day, because I am not going to continuously do this hotel shit for a year and a half like we did before. Like, it's a lot of money. Last year, between donations and our own money, we spent, like, we did all the math, it was like close to $13,000. Like, it's expensive. Yeah, I don't know about a pickup. Would you be able to message me so I can tell you what is closest? I can't receive messages on here, but you aren't Lulu, who clearly, um, no one has to. It's a simple request. I'm not on my hands and knees begging someone to do that. I'm not, gonna be pissed off if somebody doesn't. I'm not gonna anything like that. It's a simple request. If someone wants to help, I would be more than grateful to accept that help. If they don't, then yes, at the end of the day, it's on us. This is what we chose to do, so we're set. You guys always have something hateful to say. You guys were before, oh, he needs to get a job. He's a shit person. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. But once we do have a job and we're making, honestly, the smartest moves we can make so we can get on our own, and every once in a while I need a little bit of help for food, you're still mad. Like, at this point, there's nothing I can do to make anybody happy. You guys are always going to have some negative BS to say towards us in the situation. And I'm not going to continue justifying anything to anybody, because we're doing what we need to do. Unfortunately, yeah, I might need help with food every once in a while. I'm sorry. My apologies. We don't receive food stamps anymore. We're homeless trying to save to be able to move. And if anybody knows how expensive everything is, like, food's not cheap. Neither is moving. Like, this one person tried to tell us we needed $2,700 to move because our credit's low, which, understandable, but that's expensive. Like, we're doing the best we can with the situation that we have. Because let me tell you, if I didn't set my savings account up to where I couldn't touch it, and we did, you guys would bitch at us for going through our savings. Why aren't you saving anything to be able to move? Why are you guys still homeless? Why do you keep touching your savings? So, what would you like me to do? Do you want me to pull whatever out of my... You know what? I won't keep it PG. You know what I mean, though. You know exactly where I'm going with it. We are trying to make the best possible choices and the best possible moves that we can do so we can get into a place sooner. If no one wants to help, that's perfectly fine. I still love you guys. I still appreciate everything you guys have always done. I still appreciate the love and support. If you do, still the same.
Red Bull gives you wings. The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes with peanut butter.
Also, I do want to say to all the trolls that I have on here that want to try to ruin my job, I've already spoken to my boss. I already told him everything that you were trying to do. And he said, and I quote, "Your job is not at risk unless you are stealing from the company, unless you are, or basically your job is set here unless you're stealing from the company or you decide to leave." And he also has cameras, so he knows that I have been IDing people. So, thank you for the rose, Kimberly. So, yeah. And if anybody in customer service knows where you have to ID people, you know darn well that if they don't look over the age, they're saying that they're going to. They're saying that they're going to email and call it, which, whatever. I've already spoken to my job. He's not worried about it. I already forewarned him because they've done this before. They did this before and cost me my job. I think it was a year and a half ago. They did that, so I've already let him know. But if anybody knows, when you're having to ID people, they tell you, and this is across the board for every single job where it's 18 to 21 and up or whatever. If they're regulars and you know that they're above the age, you do not have to ID them. If you know that they're over 21. Now, if they look younger than younger than 40, or I think it was 30 or 40, I do 40 just, to play it safe. If they look younger than 40 years old, I ID them. And that's why I've caught at least 3 people that were trying to buy underage. It's across the board with every single company. And I have been doing customer service, gas station, you name it, I've done it. And I know how to do my job. So. Oh, yeah. No, what it is they just want that extra bit of drama in their lives. If I have a job and I'm doing well and I get to a point where we are self-sustainable 110%, there is going to be no drama for them to follow. It's going to be nothing for them to stalk. There's not going to be anything for them to talk about. So that's why they do it. They hate me so much that they want to see me fail. And them being able to bitch at me because I don't have a job is it's their way of kind of getting off, basically. They don't get enough excitement at home, so yeah. That's basically what it is. This is the only thing that makes sense to me, because any logical person would be like, oh, I don't want to ruin her job because if she gets fired, then she's going to be having to ask for more because we got her fired from her job. So... But clearly logic and everything is not their forte. So, I don't know. No, because I'm not afraid of them. I'm not they've done this so long and there's nothing they can do. We are self-sustainable. We are doing extremely well. And I'm not gonna, go ghost on my supporters and stuff. I want them, to be able to know what's going on. Plus, I enjoy going live. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy talking to people that are regulars in my life, and like I said, what they got going on, it does not affect me anymore. Yep. Pretty much. Oh, yeah, no. So basically, my boss said, obviously regulars and stuff, because we have quite a few of them, and we obviously know that they're 21 and over, so we don't ID them. We don't ID people that are quite obviously, if they're obviously above that age and they look older than 30, we don't ID them. If they look younger or suspected of being underage or whatever, or if they're even if they're new and we've never seen them before, we ID. I just go based off of how I was trained, what they had told me, and they've never had an issue. They've never been, in trouble for selling it to anyone underage. They've never, they literally just got where they got their report back where they passed their little test or whatever. They sent in the group chat I want to say a week and a half ago. So people do try to come in there and buy underage though. So oh wow, even if you knew that they were above 21, like you knew their actual age. Oh wow. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Hello, thank you for joining. Hello, thank you for joining.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
Better than the one they have currently.
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Are you serious?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. One for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
So sick.
Are you okay?
I'm incredible. So many in-network docs, buns off docs. This one.
Hello, thank you for joining.
Make patients feel heard. Blocked.
You've got options. Look now.
When you discover Bull and Branch bedding, you uncover the most natural softness possible, made with toxin-free organic cotton by people who are paid and treated fairly. Experience the difference at bullandbranch.com.
Carl never really thought much of his credit scores.
Thank you for the follow.
The power of Mando is now available in a spray. This innovative low pH formula starts anywhere on your body. With long-lasting cologne quality scents, men are loving this deodorant. It's the touchless way to apply full body deodorant anywhere.
For the best deals, go to shopmando.com.
This is the story of the one who believes being prepared is not just a way of life, it's how he helps everyone stay safe. He sweats the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. For the one, being an unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial grade products you
Makes me feel prepared and comfortable and safe. It makes me feel ready. No matter what happens at the end of the day, I know I'm ready because I have HIMS.
treat ED with doctor trusted medication. Get started today at hims.com.
Good, how are you?
Did you hear me say take it, Tom? I didn't. I heard what the lady said. Make it better.
Do you guys know Funky Town? Do you guys know Funky Town?
It's a little bit chilly here. I'm gonna check that. It's 50 here, but the wind makes it feel like 41 is what it says. The wind makes it feel like 41 is what it says. The wind's at 20 miles per hour gusts, apparently. I went out there. One is what it says. The wind's at 20 miles per hour gusts, apparently. I went out there. 20 miles per hour gusts, apparently. I went out there earlier to take the trash out and stuff, but
giant space fish.
Actually, it's a space mammal.
Wow, I'm both impressed and being eaten.
Now I get to find out what happened to those praying mantis eggs.
Hello, hello. Thank you for joining.
Respect each other's workspace. This year will go just fine.
Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that tangy smokehouse barbecue sauce paired perfectly with that original filet. And that brown sugar bacon, man, I'm getting hungry.
I gotta go down there. And do that so you guys don't know where we are. Oh, I need to grab the key card.
How'd you do that? Looks complicated.
It's easy. Pick more or less of at least 2 players, enter your lineup, and lock in for the game.
Ow.
Enter your lineup and lock in for the game.
Ow.
Enter your lineup and lock in for the game.
Ow.
Enter your lineup and lock in for the game.
appreciated. They ended up overdrafting my card $14, so I was trying to talk to her and see what I could do to get that returned, but she has to wait for the manager to come in. So now I have to wait. Fantastic. I'm so over this. I cannot wait to get a freaking apartment. But if anybody can help, I just need some help with food. We have the hotel tonight. There we go. Finally. I feel like I'm breaking in. Lord. Oh, yeah, no. The hotel overdrafted my card $14 yesterday, so I was in there talking to her about how to get that refunded back or whatever. I don't know why it did it. I had enough in my card, so I should have still had like $1 left over. But yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I was talking to her about. Had to sign the paperwork and stuff, but
Every second feels like an eternity.
there we go.
It's clinically shown to
If anybody can help out with food, that would be greatly appreciated. If you can't, that's perfectly fine as well. I understand. But yeah, we don't need help for the hotel. We have it for tonight. We're going to just check out tomorrow and go from there. Because I have work, he has work, so we're... When he gets off and meets up with me, then we'll talk and see what's going on with that. But... And he's going to call in about 11 minutes, so...
Are you sure your tax expert is right for you? Switch to TurboTax Full Service. You'll be matched with a TurboTax expert and get real-time updates on their progress. And you get your best outcome guaranteed. Switch to TurboTax.
And I will show a receipt as well. Like if someone does help out with food, I will show a receipt of getting said food, and also do like a video thing.
There's no rule.
Well, you better get to the ceiling somehow. Ceiling.
Ooh.
There's rats in my pants. Chief, my brother fell in the storm drain.
I'm strictly an above the ground police.
Is that better? No. Come on. Kick back in. There we go. Okay, we should be back up and going. But if anybody can help, that would be appreciated. Just trying to figure out a little bit of food. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. I am also willing to provide a receipt. Hello, thank you for joining. If anybody could help, that would be great. For joining, if anybody could help, that would be greatly appreciated.
So many hat box.
Dad, I don't have the right words to say how I really feel about you, but at least I know how to beat up a guy who does. Well, you never tried to kill me. Just with indifference. You did good. This is for the shoe shack. It's a ghost quarter, but
Just trying to figure out food. Other than that, kind of just enjoying my day off a little bit.
Dad's wife?
I sure did. Why don't we let Homer tell the story?
Oh,
You mean
pardon
it?
me.
I think you're ready for your first ramble. What are you waiting for so long? The year is 1946. Toy, toy world, a single flower blooms. And that flower is an angry Japanese monster named Godzilla. How am I doing, Dad? I'm hanging on every word. Back in the day, I was one man who could walk. There's one Tom Hardy. The Colonel took this monster, cleaned him up, and put him on stage under the name the Rolling Stones. The first concert was a sellout, with many, many, many people eating. But those that survived raved about the undeniable harmony and lyrics of the MC. Let the conquest of the new world commence. New world commence.
I'm sleeping so much better. Yes!
I fear this whole thing will turn into...
I'm sleeping so much better. Yes!
I fear this whole thing will turn into a monster mash. Worse still, a graveyard smash.
What am I gonna talk about? No one's commenting or anything, so probably maybe 25. Not much. And there's not really anybody to talk to. No one's commenting, and I feel silly just talking to myself, so kind of just wait and respond to comments whenever anybody says something.
Willingly hand over Reese's cups. Forget flying cars. This is it. We're at the pinnacle.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was just explaining, like if people are talking, I, respond. I respond to everybody, but if there's no one talking.
When you want to feel clean and soft,
Nick still does. Mine's not working right now.
ingredients. It deeply cleans and hydrates
Here.
in one shower for
I'm gonna
confidence
send.
studios close. Dial up your clean.
Do you still have my phone number or no?
Absolutely. SoFi has helped over 130,000 people take the leap toward homeownership.
Do you still have my phone number or no?
Absolutely. SoFi has helped over 130,000 people take the leap toward homeownership.
Or no?
Now, join SoFi Plus and get a $1,000 home mortgage discount.
Okay.
SoFi, get your money right.
When emergency strikes, first responders rely on the latest technology. That's why T-Mobile created T-Priority, built for the 5G era. Only T-Priority dynamically dedicates more capacity for first responders.
Hey, this is Sarah Beth, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that crispy brown sugar bacon. And the bun having that sweet taste to it is like scrumptious. I'm RSVPing guests to this barbecue.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Oh my God, what's happening now? We work hard. We play hard. Out of the
I know after this week we'll be a little bit over halfway to the goal amount after we throw everything in there. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is crappy here. I do still have savings. I'm not able to touch it though until I reach the goal amount because I have it in a CD account. I know as of Friday, once we throw everything in there, we'll be a little bit over halfway to our savings goal though. So.
Don't worry, I'll put out the flames. Oops, I used the wrong end.
Hilarious!
I don't like this. Real humor comes from people being nice.
Hilarious!
I don't like this. Real humor comes from people being nice.
Hilarious!
I don't like this. Real humor comes from people being nice.
Reality show all set to pick the new you.
Hey, I'm non-union. Okay, change the show however you want. Make it exactly like the other.
Hey, I'm non-union.
Okay, change the show however you want. Make it exactly like the other.
Hey, I'm
non-union.
Psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. About new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks.